Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today. Well, there was another volcanic eruption. Mount Ibu, which is one of Indonesia's 120 volcanoes, unleashed a towering plume of ash over Indonesia's North Maluku province with fears that there may be further activity. Thousands of people are living dangerously close to Mount Ibu, though no evacuations were immediately requested. They are preparing for evacuations, though. The volcano is on the remote island of Halmahera. It erupted at 9:12 a.m. for about 5 minutes, projecting ash into the sky as high as 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles. The eruption evidently lasted for about 5 minutes. I have talked about this location recently, and there's been quite a bit of activity also. There was a magnitude 6.6 earthquake. Let me bring this up. That was April 9th. On November 22nd, there was a magnitude 6.2. It was revised to a 6.0. But I've talked about this area. You can see I got little arrows drawn out. This is an area where we got 2 tectonic plates crushing. On the right here is Halmahera Fault, and on the left is another fault. I don't have the name drawn out here, so I don't really remember. Drawn out in yellow is the Halmahera Arch. This is a little microplate that is rotating clockwise. The Halmahera Arch is the consequence of a clockwise rotation of the Philippine Sea Plate as the southern edge moves across the northern Australian margin. And then to the east we got the Eurasian Plate. Yeah, I was wondering if there was going to be some recent volcanic eruptions. One, because of the solar activity and the X-flares we've been getting. But even before that, I was wondering if there was going to be eruptions. There is 120 volcanoes throughout the location of Indonesia. But, there's been quite a few noticeable large earthquakes of late. Here in September on the 11th, there was a magnitude 6.0. Not far from the recent eruption. So we got this clockwise rotation. We got the Philippine Sea Plate up over here. And this is the movement. I've talked about how our different continents are starting to move because of the weakening of our Earth's magnetic field. Different activity has really increased volcanic eruptions and earthquakes lately. So if you live near any major fault zones or possibly a volcano, I hope you're prepared. You have a bug out kit just in case. You have things bolted down to the walls. Don't forget the hot water heater, and have a wrench to turn off your water and your gas if there is a significant earthquake. Earthquakes around the world are definitely increasing. I'm sure many of you have noticed that. And if you do have any damage because of the inflation and possibly coming hyperinflation, if the feds decide to drop the rate, it's going to go sky high. And so fixing things, replacing items is going to be very, very expensive. So having simple, cheap things to prepare for an earthquake, like straps for your television to bolt them to the wall, bolting your bookcases to the walls, maybe putty for objects that might go flying off your shelves, and removing objects that might go flying off the shelves where you sit or sleep that might cause a medical injury. If there is a large earthquake and cellular towers go down, you might be on your own for medical dispatch if you can even reach someone to send you help. And they only have a certain amount of people to be dispatched for a medical emergency. You may have to take care of that medical emergency on your own. have bandages, tourniquets, different types of supplies while you wait for help. Another good thing to have is a whistle. So if you get trapped under debris and you're not able to shout, you can blow on the whistle to alert someone that you're there. And often when cellular phones go down, text messaging could still be available, so you might try a non-emergency text message to your local police department or other emergency services. Yeah, text messages often still work when the emergency lines are overloaded. And when you're preparing, don't forget the pets. Have a pet carrier available in case you got to evacuate because of damage or whatever. Fires maybe. Fires often start. Plan ahead for any type of disaster. So what are your thoughts? Sending prayers to all these people there. Yeah, that's what happens when you live in a location where they got 120 volcanoes. The worst would be the ash and the glass that is emitted from the volcano. Can't breathe that in. That can be deadly. So what are your thoughts? Please put any comments down below about how people can prepare. Yeah, others love to read all the comments. And those in my community are really smart people, so many of them are prepared and have some great ideas. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.